Welcome back, everyone. Today we're looking at a common problem in elaboration, the slippery slope fallacy. This happens when a writer suggests that one small step will inevitably lead to a chain of extreme or disastrous outcomes. While it might sound dramatic, in academic writing it actually weakens your argument. Examiners will mark you down if your reasoning seems exaggerated or illogical. A slippery slope argument exaggerates cause and effect. It takes one reasonable point and stretches it into something extreme. For example, if students are allowed to use phones in class, they will stop studying, fail exams, and never get a job. See how it jumps from one step to a very unrealistic conclusion? That's the slippery slope at work. There are two main reasons the slippery slope hurts your writing. First, it makes your argument sound exaggerated or emotional rather than logical. Second, it reduces your credibility. Examiners want to see balanced, evidence-based reasoning, not a series of unrealistic predictions. When you rely on slippery slope logic, you risk sounding less convincing, even if your main point is valid. So, how can you spot when you've slipped onto a slippery slope? Look for dramatic chains of consequences, phrases like will definitely lead to, inevitably result in, or cause society to collapse. If your argument jumps too quickly from a small cause to a huge effect, you've probably gone too far. Ask yourself, is each step backed up with real evidence, or am I just piling on dramatic claims? Instead of exaggerating, focus on reasonable, evidence-based consequences. If you're writing about phone use in class, a stronger elaboration would be, allowing students to use phones may distract them from learning, especially if they focus on social media during lessons. This could reduce their attention span and affect classroom participation. Notice the difference? It stays realistic and directly connected to the cause, without jumping to extreme predictions. Let's test this together. Imagine you're writing about fast food. A slippery slope version might be, if people eat fast food once a week, they will definitely become obese and die young. But a balanced version would be, frequent consumption of fast food, which is often high in fat and sugar, can increase the risk of obesity and health problems over time. See how the second version is logical, evidence-based, and far more convincing? So the slippery slope may be exciting, but it's a trap in HKDSE writing. Instead of exaggerating, focus on balanced reasoning and evidence to support your ideas. Here's your challenge. Find one of your old essays, highlight a paragraph where you may have exaggerated and rewrite it to avoid slippery slope reasoning. By doing so, you'll make your arguments more logical, more credible, and much stronger overall.